When I heard that there were scorpions in the UK, I thought I have to come and see this for myself. This isn't a creature which you associate with the UK, and rightly so, because they live in much warmer climates in like desert ecosystems. But there is a place here in Britain where they can not only survive, but thrive. And for this one, we are going to be joined by Jason. He's something of a local expert. He's an enthusiast that has been documenting and photographing the scorpions here for the past 15 years. And this will be the first Live Curious video which I filmed at night. I'm here at dusk because the scorpions, they're nocturnal. So this will give us the best chance of seeing them, and also give us the best chance of seeing them turn blue. I'm actually back in Kent on the Isle of Sheppey here in Sheerness, and it's actually this big wall here which lines the dock is where you can actually find the scorpions. So they're all over this wall, and they're also inside the dock. And the species which we're talking about is the yellow-tailed scorpion, which is native to southern Europe and northern Africa. This is the first place that scorpions were ever recorded in the UK. And it's a little bit sketchy, but we reckon that they showed up sometime in the 1860s. We don't know for certain how they got here, but our best guess is that they arrived on regular shipments of Italian masonry. And due to the success of the colony here, it's very likely that they were brought over on multiple shipments. And how are we going to find these scorpions? Well, one of the best ways of doing it is at night with UV torches. During the day, you're really not going to see them because they really camouflage in well with the brickwork. But when you cast the ultraviolet light on them, it reveals their hidden blue luminescence. And of course, it's best seen after dark, which is when Jason showed up, equipped with UV torches and his trusty camera, and we began looking. Almost straight away, we found a scorpion, although not exactly how we might have hoped. What is that? What is that?
I don't know why someone's done that.
That's a big one, isn't it? So we've just found a block, I don't know, a cast of resin that is got a... Do you know what that might be?
I don't know which country that one's from.
Well, I wasn't expecting to... Well, we found... Yeah. Well, we haven't found the scorpions yet. We found a scorpion, but not... not... Oh, a spider. As we kept looking, the wall really started to come to life. All over were woodlice, which are the main prey of not only the scorpions, but the many species of spider that live there. One being the aggressive green-fanged funnel web. Later in the video, you'll see an encounter between one of these and a scorpion. But it only took a few more minutes for us to see the first signs. Tucked within the cracks of the wall was our first alive scorpion. In the exoskeleton of all scorpions is hyaline. It's this very hard but thin layer which glows under the UV light. We don't know exactly quite why this happens, but some theories are that it helps protect them from sunlight, it helps them identify one another, and that it attracts or confuses prey. Whatever the reason, I think it's fascinating, and the fluorescent blue really is as bright as it looks in real life as it does on camera. So you've obviously got him on your skin.
Yep.
Are you worried about him giving you a sting?
They're very reluctant to use their sting, even on their prey. It's not going to be anything worse than a wasp or bee sting. They rely far more on their claws.
They are very small, which is why I felt brave enough to hold one. I very nearly put one on my face because I thought it would make for a great thumbnail, but I decided not to, as a sting in the eye or one crawling up my nose really wouldn't be that fun. It's estimated that there's somewhere between 10 to 15,000 scorpions living here in Sheerness on the dock's wall. As Jason explains, their ability to thrive here is down to a few key reasons.
Firstly, the wall is very deep and retains a lot of heat. Being south facing, it warms up in the daytime. It doesn't get that cold. Even in the middle of winter, it stays fairly warm in the middle of the wall. It also helps that Sheerness has one of the lowest annual rainfalls of anywhere in the country. And these scorpions really do like dry conditions. And being entirely nocturnal, there aren't that many predators other than the larger spiders like the green-fanged tubeweb that's also quite a dominant arachnid on this wall. There aren't many things that will feed on these at night. As you can see, it's pretty chilled out. It doesn't realise I'm a person, it just sees me as a surface to walk over. I mean, these have been here since at least 1870. They haven't spread, they're not going anywhere. And other than feeding on a few woodlice a year, and a few non-native spiders that have also made this wall their home, they're not having any impact at all on the native ecosystem. And one of the reasons why they're no risk to British fauna is because they're failing to become established anywhere else in Britain. Now that could be interesting. It's coming across a tube web. Look, there's the spider just in there. The tube web's a very fast spider. It shoots out, makes an immediate bite to the head of its prey, and then drags it straight back to its lair.
My God.
It kills it before the venom's even had a chance to take effect.
Well, as much as I wanted to see a matchup between these two, it didn't happen. But it was awesome to think that all over this wall were hundreds, if not thousands, of encounters and battles playing out through the night, and you otherwise wouldn't know. You could quite easily walk by and have no idea that there's bright blue scorpions in the wall. The time had absolutely flown by, and before we knew it, it was midnight. Throughout the night, Jason had been photographing the different spiders and scorpions on the wall. Jason's knowledge and skill ensured that we were able to safely tell this story. Even though he has such a depth of knowledge and a clear passion, not to mention a great skill with the camera, Jason doesn't actually do this for a job. Let us know in the comments what you think, but I think Jason could have a great YouTube channel that showcases his passion for capturing wildlife. For now, he has a website where you can go and make a donation to support his work. And if you wanted to get more from Leave Curious, you can do so by becoming a member over on Patreon, where we have a growing community of curious minds. Here you can not only support, but follow along with the behind the scenes vlog. You can also influence the channel and have a say in where the channel goes and the stories that get told. This will be a really interesting part of the memberships community once we set off in our camper van to go and make nature restoration videos around Europe. On the screen now is a link to becoming a member of Leave Curious, and if you wanted to keep watching the channel, then please check out the video that's on the screen now. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Leave Curious.